Just a stone's throw from historic Monument Circle in downtown Indianapolis. We are at the beautiful Lucas Oil Stadium. Today, we've got a Week 13 matchup for you here, as it'll be the Chicago Bears taking on the Indianapolis Colts. Charles and I have been looking forward to this one all week, and we are underway from Indianapolis. Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line.
Let's go now. Cowboy 80.
A carry by Taylor to start the drive. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's second down. You look at this Bears defense. They've been very good this year against the pass, currently holding on to a top 10 ranking at number 10.
And I'm struggling a little bit trying to really categorize this crew. They're top 10 in the league against the pass, but the bottom half of the league in sacking the quarterback. That doesn't make sense. Imagine if this group ever put pressure on the QB, they'd easily move into the top 5.
Off play action. Richardson. Pressure, and he's taken down. A Bear sack. It'll go in the books as a 7-yard loss on the sack, and it's third down. But just 2 plays in, and Charles already their first sack defensively.
Yeah, how about that? That didn't take long, did it? And now they look at third down, and that's another time to try and go and get the quarterback too.
And this opening drive not going to plan. This is now 3rd and 13. Now Richardson. And a throw there going to be incomplete.
That was their first third down try of the game, and clearly something was off in the execution of that play. Good news, they've got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key third down throws.
And taken right at the 35. And nice work on the return as he gets about 15 yards back. And this offense takes over in great shape right at the 50. 1st and 10. Fields and the Bears now with a 1st and 10. Right at the 50-yard line. They'll roll him out right. And there's a short throw. It's caught by Kmet. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43. Well, this defense for the Colts, they were fantastic a week ago in that win over Houston.
It was a little bit enlightening talking with the defensive coordinator about their performance last week, because the feeling was that it was a good, solid performance. They did what they needed to do to get the job done and get the win, but definitely a few lapses that they're looking to correct.
Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down. The start for them near flawless. Defense gets them a 3 and out. 2 quick pass connections on offense.
So that's how a team works together. Just what you just...
Rush coming, and he's taken down. It'll be a loss of 7 on the sack, and it brings up Sackett. And before this second down play, we'll get a whistle, a signal, and a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on second down. Now it's Fields. Eluding the pressure right. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. A heck of an effort there on the scramble. Leaves him with just 3rd and a yard. You know, Charles, for this defense, look, it's no secret. You're facing a team that is really, really struggling. They haven't won in what seems like forever, but sometimes a desperate team can be a dangerous team, right?
You're exactly right about that, but they shouldn't be. When they're on that type of a losing streak, it's incumbent upon you to take charge of this game early and not give them any reason to hope. Get out and attack them and make sure you knock them back on their butts.
And they'll run the option on 3rd and short yardage. Fields hit, and the ball is loose. And the Colts pick it up. So the turnover forced, and a wonderful job on a big return.
And how about the convoy that got created to help him get all the way back upfield? I mean, that's the part that people miss on. That's practice. That's worked on. It doesn't just happen in a game and everyone rallies. They discuss it prior to, and everyone knows their role when they create a turnover like that.
They'll start with the option. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. A really nice effort that time. 12 yards on the keeper, picking up the first. Well, he is certainly dangerous when he spots a lane, and he keeps it himself there. Worked out well.
And how about the moving parts on a play like this? You know you have to practice it over and over because it's almost like a ballet that has to be choreographed. But how about once he made the decision to go, he committed to it and went. Let's face it, most teams are going to defend the running back much more than the quarterback on that type of a play.
Fields now to throw. Out to his left. Open man, he finds Komet. Touchdown, Chicago. A great effort there. His third touchdown now on the year. And the Bears get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. Well, the extra point up and good by Aubrey. And that makes the score 7-0. The Bears send the kicking team out there, and they will send this one away. He will return this from deep in the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And on the first drive, 3 and out. And I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of a game still, don't you?
Those don't ever go away. And typically what I've heard from guys and what I remember from playing, if you don't have nerves at the start of a game, it's not going to be a great day for you. You're not really ready to play. So finding a way to harness those nerves and not let them affect you in a negative way, that's what all the guys are looking for.
They'll try again from the 20 on 2nd and 10. Richardson looking to throw. Now this will be swung out wide for Taylor. And they work this well upfield across the 45. 28 yards the gain there on the catch and run.
A lot of times the key is just get him the ball and let him do his thing, and they got it out to him on the left side, and he did exactly that. Excellent run after the catch.
Come on, come on. Hey.
1st and 10, Richardson looks to throw it. Campbell making the catch. Takes this to the 45. Broken tackle. Brought him a little extra space. So the completion good for 7 there. And that's going to bring up 2nd down. Yeah, Richardson back to throw it. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
They've given him some different looks here defensively in the early going. He's only hit 2 of his first 5 passes. With a big 3rd down coming up, he's hoping he's got a play dialed up that can take advantage of whatever the defense throws at him.
And now the 3rd down throw incomplete as well.
It's pretty early in the game, but they've already tried to establish him not just as a runner, but as a receiver as well. Didn't happen there, but I wouldn't be surprised at all to see them try again shortly.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. And a nice job here on special teams. This will be down inside the 10 at the 8-yard line. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And they, of course, coming into this one in the midst of a tough losing streak. They did get helped out by the open week last week, and in talking with him, all indications were, Charles, that was a very helpful break.
Yeah, I know a lot of teams, coaches, they hate taking time off in the midst of a losing streak because they think they have to stay on their toes and punch their way out of it. But occasionally, you get that open week, you step back, evaluate what's been going wrong, see what you can put in that can move you forward, and maybe you get a chance to breathe a little bit and kind of start over.
Second down, here's Chubb again. And space opens a bit as he gets it across the 15 to the 17-yard line. Calling an 8-yard gain, much better shape now on third and just a yard. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. Fields to throw on 3rd and 1. He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. On first down, they'll run with Chubb. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Oftentimes when you see a running back get bunched up in the backfield, it's usually because the defensive tackle is eating up blockers for others to make the play. Not in this case.
Here we go.
Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. Play action. It's Fields. That's caught at the 25. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. The previous play, they barely got back to the line of scrimmage. Now they pick up over 30 yards.
Here we go.
Fields on first down. They set up the screen to Chubb. Gets around him, and he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. Another nice gain, 16 yards there, and a first down again.
And when you're throwing the ball downfield really well like they have been on this drive, it's really a nice time to work one of the screen plays in. One of my favorite play callers in the game has always told me he starts every game with 10 to 12 screens because if he starts feeling the pressure from the defense, he uses their aggressiveness against them.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really.
Here we go.
Another shot from the 9 on 2nd and goal. Off play action. Fields sliding out of the pocket. And that is caught. Touchdown, Bears. Christian Kirk, a 9-yard touchdown grab. And the Bears go nearly the length of the field and finish it off with 6 points. Aubrey good with a PAT. And that'll make the score 14-0. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This will be returned from deep in the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still second quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay. Another throw on second down, and this one incomplete as well.
That's an excellent play by the defender. He diagnosed that one, closed quickly, and helped force the incompletion.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Richardson out of the shotgun. He rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And you don't see that every day. Actually lost 14 yards there on the return. But I guess the important thing, they have possession of the football. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. They'll start in excellent field position following the INT. Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete.
Well, they had that one snipped out defensively. That's a tough one to connect on when you got multiple defenders in the area, and it winds up incomplete.
Now a 2nd and 10. Now Chubb running right. And he's going to take this one across midfield and into Colts territory. 2 minutes to play, first half. It's 14-0. Two yards still to go. 3rd down now. Out of the gun. Fields steps away. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. Got his man, and it's caught for a Chicago touchdown. Darnell Mooney, 49 yards. And the Bears have moved out in front by 3 touchdowns. Now the extra point up and good by Aubrey. And it's now 21-0. The Bears send the kicking team out there, and they will send this one away. Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Colts come to the line, ready to start their next drive. Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here, because now you're down 3 scores, and I know we're in the first half, but the way this offense hasn't been able to generate anything, you feel like they probably need to get something going on this drive, right?
Yeah, and sometimes I overuse that this is an important possession, but I think this has to be the possession where they come up with an answer, because only a few teams in league history have ever come back from a 4-score deficit, and if they don't score here, that's what they could be facing the next time they get the ball.
2nd down, another run with Taylor. This will be a short gain of 3 before he's brought down at the 22. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
On 3rd down, here's Taylor. And a short gain there as he'll get it up only to about the 24. Now the Bears going to use the 2nd of their timeouts, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. This is fielded at the 27. It's a 47-yard punt, return of 6. And the Bears take over. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And with a 21-0 lead already, no need really to take any unnecessary risks. The broken tackle, but couldn't create much space. Down just beyond the 35. And they're going to hurry back to the line now. A play fake, now Fields to throw. That one complete downfield to Kirk. Now the Bears will use their 3rd and final timeout, as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1.
And the Bears first down.
On 1st and 10, here's Fields. And that is caught at the 10-yard line. Touchdown, Chicago. A great play there. His first NFL reception goes for 6. And the Bears are able to add on to their first half lead. Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. It's caught at the 5. And he gets in. Well, no one was expecting a fake there, but they add 2 more onto their lead. Boy, I guess they're going to keep trying to put the pedal to the metal here. They're going to try an onside kick. And this one travels out of bounds, so unsuccessful there on the onside kick try. Good starting field position for the Colts as they have it 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Oh, and that is incomplete.
Well, this defense is certainly organized and playing off of each other because the rush is providing pressure and the coverage is forcing incompletions and capitalizing on mistakes. When you get every level on defense hitting at once, you get first-half scores just like this one.
On 2nd down, it's Richardson to throw it. And that's going to be incomplete. 12 seconds left.
Well, after incompletions on 1st and 2nd down, it certainly seems like a reflection of what we've seen so far in this game. The defense, quicker to the punch so far. Let's see if they can get something going here on 3rd down.
On 3rd down, here's Richardson. He's going to loft one deep over the middle. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. The Colts send out their punter. They'll boot it away from about his 35. And a little too much mustard on that one. It hits a couple yards into the end zone. A missed opportunity there maybe to pin them back.
Here we go, sir.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. 1 second, all that remains. A final shot before the break. Fields trying to lay one up deep. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by Juju Brents. And he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half. And that'll do it for the end of the 2nd quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Set to resume. Here we go with the 2nd half. The Bears holding the lead and ready to receive the kick. He will return the... Oh, and miscommunication on the lateral. The ball's out. And the Colts pick it up. And it won't be a pick 6, but he will have his guys set up at the 2-yard line.
Let's just call that play exactly what it is. Needed. Because they wanted to get back in the game, and they knocked the ball free, and now they have a chance to do exactly that.
They got the chance. Now they have to take advantage. Here's Richardson to throw. He's got it. Touchdown, Colts. A 2-yard touchdown grab. And the Colts get a bit closer. So that, Charles, their first score of the ballgame, obviously, coming here in the 3rd quarter. Is that going to be enough to energize the troops?
It's a great question, and we'll wait to see the answer, but it's finally something for them to build on. Now they know that they can actually score against that defense.
Point after, right down the middle. And that'll cut the lead down now to 22. The Colts kicking team is out there now, and they will send this one away. And not willing to risk another fumble, he'll sit on this one. It's a touchback. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. Still operating with a comfortable lead despite the score a moment ago as they begin 1st and 10. And a big loss here as he's taken down. After the sack, oh, they're staring at a challenge basically from the other side of town. It's 2nd and a country mile. Here's a throw off the scramble, and that's complete out left. Now he's loose down the left sideline. He's on his way. Touchdown, Chicago. A big play there. With 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Bears are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. The Bears offense staying put, and Justin Fields always a threat to run. They'll go for 2 here. And he's is brought down. And he's got it. They add on more. A little salt in the wound. 2-point conversion makes this lead even bigger. Now, the touchdown apparently wasn't enough. They're going to go for the onside kick here. And this is going to be taken in by the Colts. And that's why you have your hands team out there on the field. Those are the best guys ready to make that play.
And let's face it, it was executed well. It wasn't a bad kick. It wasn't anything like that. Just that the normal outcome actually came to play. Analytics will tell you it's a very low possibility of getting the ball for the team kicking it in an onside kick situation.
You're all about the numbers, aren't you?
All about the numbers, baby. It's a new game now.
They don't lie. Now this throw caught left side. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. On first down, Richardson. Under pressure, and he'll go down. Sacked back at the 31. And now they're in the hurry-up. Richardson going to move him around. To throw is Richardson. Looking to throw on second down. And he's got his target. It's caught for a Colts touchdown. A great effort there. With now his second touchdown of this third quarter. And the Colts are able to cut into that deficit. He has his 2 scores, but still a sizable deficit in this game.
Do you have him in fantasy football this week?
Unfortunately, no.
It's too bad, right? That would have been big points. But he is really trying to rally his team as best he can. Things are not going as well the rest of the way for them. That's why they're down. With this deficit, he might need to score a couple more times to give them a chance.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. In trouble, and the ball's out. It's in the end zone loose. And they are going to score on the fumble return. Touchdown, Indianapolis. So problems here on special teams, and it results in the scoop and the score.
They talk all the time on special teams about keeping your head on a swivel, trying to see the whole field. Hard to do when things are going that fast, bodies all over the place. You're just trying to find the right guy to align yourself with. On that play, wow.
Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead's down to 2 scores now at 16. And they decide fairly early here they need the ball back, so here's an onside kick. And the Bears hands team able to pounce on it and get the football. The risk reward of the onside kick, when you don't get it, the risk comes out to play, and here they gave up great field position.
And that's the key to everything, because you're trying your best to press advantages when you have them, and field position leads you to that type of play.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football, and the Colts pick it up. Oh, he's got a little daylight, and he'll bring this one back to the 29. Well, you had an offense working with a comfortable 2-score lead here in the third quarter, and certainly doesn't feel as comfortable now following the turnover.
Yeah, you're right about that, because now the nerves start to come into play a little bit. You're a little bit jangled. You don't want to give your opponents any avenues to get back into the game. What you'd rather do, put up signs that say, roads closed.
Richardson to the air on first down. Looking for the end zone. And that's going to be incomplete.
I'm sure this isn't a novel thought, but maybe run some simpler routes instead of trying to get it all back in one shot. Defense certainly appears to be ready for them. Try and get it back little by little instead of in big chunks.
Throwing the out route, incomplete. It's Wise. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. They have certainly looked his way in this third quarter. Another catch, and it's good for a first down. And he's certainly been a huge factor in this when he's got the 2 touchdowns to his credit. Now they look to him again. He picks up the first.
Yeah, I can hear everyone saying, well, why don't you cover him, double him, triple him, do what you have to do.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Indianapolis. A great play there. A dynamo since the break. 3 third-quarter touchdowns. And the Colts are able to capitalize on the forced fumble by turning it into 6 points. And we remember, of course, all scoring plays need to be verified upstairs, and I think they're going to at least take a look at this. So they called it a touchdown originally, and this will stay a touchdown after the video review, so they had it right. They go for just one here as it's up and good, and that trims the lead down to 9. And they decide fairly early here they need the ball back, so here's an onside kick. And they've got it. They recovered it. They hang on now, though. There's a penalty flag down. Well, CD, you understand. I mean, they're so eager trying to get back in this game here in the fourth quarter, but they touched that one a little too early before it went 10 yards.
Brandon, it's such a high-stakes scenario. Everyone's feeling the pressure on this play. The special teams coordinator, which one is he going to pick in terms of kicks? Can the kicker execute it? Can the team wait for 10 yards? So many variables, and in this case, they didn't get it done.
They go with Chubb on second down. And he'll get this into enemy territory, but not by much as he's down to the 48. Only a yard there on the keeper, and that's going to leave him with a third down.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
The Colts are going to get him. Down he goes. And how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it. They snap it to Fields. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And how about this for a setup? The ball will go over on downs at the 1-yard line. The best starting field position you could possibly have. 1st and goal from the 1. Now it's Richardson. He's got his target. It's caught for a Colts touchdown. From a yard out. And the Colts have cut it back within a score. So that pretty conclusively, I might add, shows you the perils of going for it and not making it on 4th down. One play, touchdown.
Yeah, and I've got to put this on the man in charge, the head coach. He made the decision to go for it. To me, when punting was the only decision to make, and it backfired on him in a big way.
Extra point right down the middle, and the lead is down to 2. Still just a 2-score game in the 3rd quarter, but they're going to go onside kick here anyway. And they've got it. They recovered it. They hang on now, though. There's a penalty flag down. Yeah, you got to wait until that ball goes 10 yards. They did not. They hit it before, and that draws the flag every time.
And there's no doubt in my mind that converting an onside kick has never been tougher in the NFL with the new rules. So trying to get it to 10 yards, timing up perfectly, that's tough enough to begin with. But when you go ahead and grab it before it goes, you've got no shot then.
From the gun, it's a give to Chubb. And he loses the football a second time.
A lot of bad news on that play for them, wasn't there? Lost the football, lost a lot of yardage, but I think the good news outweighs it. Able to retain possession. That was big for them.
So they keep the football, but now face 2nd and long. To throw is Fields. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up. Fields changing the play. And we've got movement. I think this is against the Bears here. Let's find out. So the false start certainly doesn't help matters as they'll try again now. 3rd and long. And the slot man goes in motion left. Now on 3rd and forever, he'll look to throw. Nowhere for Fields to turn, and down he goes. Well, the offense failed earlier on the previous crack at this, but they're going again on 4th down. Now motion left with Mooney. And here we go on 4th down, Fields. And they hit him as he throws, as this one's going to go straight down to the turf. Incomplete. A surprising move to go for it, predictably, at least somewhat predictably. It doesn't pay off, and now the football's going to go over, already being placed at the 15-yard line.
Come on. Hey. Pass the 60.
And they'll hand off to Hull. Take this out of the back of the end zone, and that's going to be a safety. So both offenses come to life here in this 3rd quarter as this is shaping up for a good finish. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. York ready, and here we go as he sends this one away.
And when you're facing a deficit on the scoreboard, you're just looking for something to get you right back into the game, and that's the spark that they were looking for. They got it with that big return.
Now a first carry for their fullback. Oh, no, he lost the football. And this will be gathered up in the end zone, and that's a defensive touchdown. Aubrey now for the point after. Oh, look at this. A flip to the kicker. He's going to try to run for it. Oh, no, he lost the football. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, or that could have been trouble. In trouble, and the ball's out. It's in the end zone loose. That's going to go out of the end zone. And, boy, a lot of confusion right now. You don't see this very often, but this is going to wind up a safety and a rare one-point version at that for the kicking team. And I think the Bears have recovered. They have. Yeah, we saw that one up here, CD. Offensive team, they touched that before it went 10 yards.
Obviously such a fine line, letting it go the required 10 yards, but also getting to it before the hands team can. Just didn't time it out right, and that results in a flag.
1st and 10. Here's Richardson with it. Blitz coming, and down he goes. They're going to hurry back to the line now. Now Richardson. Oh, and that'll be incomplete. Well, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
Well, partner, guaranteed they approach this play with the idea of making up ground to make 3rd down manageable. Unfortunately, with that incompletion, right back where they started on the last snap. Now they need a big 3rd down play in order to pick up the yardage needed.
And now the 3rd down throw incomplete as well. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They've given him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
They bring the pressure, and this one's a duck. Now they try a lateral, but it doesn't work. It's a loose ball, and the Colts pick it up. And now hang on here. The door, can you hear it? It's a little open.
Or is that the squeaky hinges that I'm hearing right now? Yeah, the door.
Is that too high pitch?
No, not at all. The door is open a little bit. It's almost like when you told those horror stories on the camping trip, right? And now, look out.
And got his man complete. And this is caught. For the moment, it's a touchdown, but multiple flags down, so let's sort this out. An extra point attempt to follow here. And the lead is down to 2. And a touchdown apparently not enough. They want more, an onside kick. And they've got it. They recovered it. But hang on now, though. There's a penalty flag down. And they will elect to decline the penalty.
Everything turned out the way they wanted it to. No sense in even having to take that one. Hence the decline.
Running straight ahead, Taylor. And he'll be taken down at about the 45.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
A give to the fullback on the dive. And trying to push forward, but he is going to be stuffed up in the backfield. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down. They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. He's going to loft one deep left side here. This is caught inside the 15. They're trying to tiptoe the pylon, but they're going to say he stepped out at the 1-yard line. And the question now, how do they want to work the clock here on 1st and goal? A field goal would give them the late lead. And they'll let the fullback try and take him home. And he tries to power forward, but he will not get back to the line of scrimmage. So they lost yardage, and they declined the penalty. There's no logical reasoning to do that.
I'm trying to go through this little Rolodex in this small.
And this is caught. For the moment, it's a touchdown, but multiple flags down, so let's sort this out. So obviously they will decline the penalty there, and the result is 6 points. Now the extra point try forthcoming. And the lead is up to 5. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And this will be in trouble, and the ball's out. It's in the end zone loose. And they are going to score on the fumble return. Touchdown, Indianapolis. So problems here on special teams, and it results in the scoop and the score.
They talk all the time on special teams about keeping your head on a swivel, trying to see the whole field. Hard to do when things are going that fast, bodies all over the place. You're just trying to find the right guy to align yourself with. On that play, wow.
Point after, right down the middle. And it gives his guys a 12-point advantage. So here's the kickoff now as he'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. And he'll elect not to run with it. And a fair catch on the kickoff will move the ball to the 25. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. Yeah, the script really is flipped for them. The momentum on the other sideline, and now they have to try and battle back from a 2-score deficit. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a 1st down. Well done. That one goes for 24 yards. So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. Now it's Fields. And that is going to be incomplete as he led him a bit too much.
It's been a nice day for him as a passer and as a runner. One of the few mistakes he's made in this ball game. The wrong choice on that one. That one goes incomplete.
Here's Fields now on second down. Over the middle, and that's caught by Kmet. And they'll get him to the ground. He has another first down at the Colts' 25-yard line.
They had their backs up against the wall a little bit, and they come through by forcing an incompletion. Now they've got to continue to ratchet up the intensity a couple of more times and get off the field before giving up any more yardage.
From the gun, here's Fields. That's caught on the left side by Kirk. It's a gain of 13 for number 13, and it gives him a first down. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. Fields going to change things up here. Back to throw again. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. And he will bring it back. An interception return for a Colts TD. So a fourth quarter pick six here, and that one might put this game out of reach, CD.
I certainly agree with that, partner, and I know one thing, though. That team that just got the pick six, they're going to keep playing until this one's over. Better be careful. They're looking to get another one.
Extra point splits the uprights, and that will make this a 19-point game. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. They were coming off the extra week of rest, but this team started sluggish, and it really didn't get any better from there. And trailing big here in this fourth quarter. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. 18 yards the gain for number 18. Decent start to the drive, but let's face it, they need a lot of things to go right in a short amount of time, down 3 scores.
Yeah, they're going to run their 2-minute offense here in this game, but this is for future games. Can they get better and be ready for the next time?
And now the ball's out, fumble near midfield. Oh, and one of the linebackers has got it. On the move past the 40, down the right sideline. And that should just about do it. They return it to the end zone, sealing it with a defensive touchdown. Out comes the kicking team here for the extra point. And that will bump the lead up to 26. And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. And not willing to risk another fumble, he'll sit on this one. It's a touchback. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. It's now appearing that this losing streak is going to continue. You know, the coaching staff was confident that this was going to be the game to stem the tide, but that just has not been the case. Now they got to get to the line quickly. Here's Fields. Wide open receiver, complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. Now a first down throw, Fields. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration of body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
2nd and 10. Now Fields. And he'll be brought down by the Colts. So now following the sack, Fields and the Bears looking at 3rd down and long. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Ball had his his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going.
That's coverage you'd expect to see in a tie game late. Not in a lopsided game like this. They are not letting up.
No choice but to go. Here's 4th down now. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. That is caught. And he is going to have the Bears first down. And it is a big letdown there defensively. They somehow allowed to convert on 4th and long. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down. Fields. Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
This has been a rough one, to put it mildly, for him. And after this one's done, you just feel like at the post-game press conference, this team's going to have a lot of questions and definitely not a lot of answers.
To the air again, Fields. And that nearly intercepted. It's incomplete. And remember, he had a pick earlier, but couldn't rule that one in. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense, they're just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they've blanketed the field the entire...
And that is caught. Well, they're going to see this one to the end. They get a score, but pretty much an exercise in futility right now. Still down big.
And yeah, that touchdown counts for their team, but I think it counts more for the fantasy guys, doesn't it?
Yeah, it's just something maybe positive. Oh, and now they're going to fake it. It's a wobbler, and it's intercepted. And he's going to return it to the 21-yard line. The Bears send the kicking team out there, and they will send this one away. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape, up past the 30.
Let's go now.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go. They're looking at a 3rd straight win here if they can hold on. 1st and 10, Taylor now. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Now we'll get whistles, and they signaled for a timeout. Not sure I see the logic in this, but we'll get a stoppage anyway with 5 seconds remaining.
Ready, let's go. 60 Bobcats. 70 Lions. Dragon 60. 79 Broncos.
That one looks like he'll throw here. He's going to loft one deep left side here. This is caught inside the 15. And Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends, and understandably so. Not only did they get the win, but boy,